Brought to you by Penguin.
MoneyGPT, written and read by James Rickards.
To the memory of my parents, Richard and Sarah, with love, and a debt I can never repay. In the evening you say, tomorrow will be fair, for the sky is red. And in the morning, today will be stormy, for the sky is red and threatening. You know how to judge the appearance of the sky, but you cannot judge the signs of the times. Matthew chapter 16, verses 2-3. Introduction. Knowledge in the form of an informational commodity indispensable to productive power is already, and will continue to be, a major, perhaps the major stake in the worldwide competition for power. It is conceivable that nation-states will one day fight for control of information, just as they battled in the past for control over territory. A new field is open for industrial and commercial strategies on the one hand, and political and military strategies on the other. Jean-François Lyotard, The Postmodern Condition, A Report on Knowledge, 1979. Artificial intelligence, AI, has been developing since the 1950s, albeit with ancient antecedents and fictional forerunners, such as Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Yet GPT, generative pre-trained transformer technology, is genuinely new. It quietly emerged over the course of 2017 to 2022 in versions such as GPT-2 and GPT-3 from OpenAI. Then, like a supernova, it burst upon the scene on November 30th, 2022, when OpenAI released ChatGPT, a chatbot available to the public. The chatbot app, supported by the new GPT-4 model, had 100 million users in 2 months. The next fastest app to have 100 million users was TikTok, which took 9 months to hit the same goal. Instagram, which had the third fastest user adoption, took 30 months. The GPT-4 chatbot is not only unique technology, it has had a breathtaking reception among users. The intellectual breakthrough that opened the door to GPT applications was the 2017 publication of Attention is All You Need by Ashish Vaswamy and collaborators. This paper proposed a new network architecture called the Transformer, which was able to process word associations needed to generate text in a parallel manner rather than using a prior process that relied on recurrent pass-through neural networks. In plain English, this means the Transformer looks at many word associations at once instead of one at a time. The word attention in the title refers to the fact that the model can learn from its training materials and produce sensible word sequences on a self-directed basis without rigid rules. The model does more work in less time with the same processing power. The transformer was then harnessed to pre-existing technologies such as natural language processing, NLP, machine learning, and deep learning using neural network layers that provide input to higher layers. Suddenly, grammatical text generation in reply to prompts was in reach. Progress from GPT-1, 2018, to GPT-2, 2019, and GPT-3, 2020, was largely a function of increasing the parameters, the elements that define a system that the model could use, and expanding the size of the large language models, LLMs, the volume of text that the model could train on. GPT-1 had 117 million parameters. GPT-2 had 1.5 billion parameters. GPT-3 had 175 billion parameters. GPT-4 is estimated to have 1.7 trillion parameters, making it 1,000 times larger than GPT-3. Alongside this exponential expansion of parameters came an equally large expansion in the volume of training materials. GPT-3 and GPT-4 had access to the entire internet, about 45 terabytes in a 2019 sample, through a dataset collected by an organization called Common Crawl. The volume was so large it had to be pared back to a more useful 570 gigabytes.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?